In this video, we're going to show you how to replace a condenser on your Scion XB. This is going to be located behind the bumper. Let's get started. Before completing your repair, be sure to bring your car down to the local shop and have them evacuate your AC system. Starting on the bottom corner of the bumper, we're going to remove all of the 10mm bolts going across the front. There's going to be 4 on each side. Go ahead and do the same thing on the other. Looking inside of the fender, you're going to have 2 Phillips head screws. Go ahead and remove both of those screws. And do the same thing on the other side. Using a pair of clip pliers, we're going to go across the front of the bumper, removing all of the clips. We're going to remove the top corner ones at each top corner. There should be one right here. You should have one right here, one right here. One right there, and one right there. Remove all the clips. Remove the 10mm bolt on either side. Do the same thing on the other side. Remove the plastic trim piece. Slide it out through the front. There should be a 10mm bolt right here and one to match on the other side. Go ahead and remove both of those. And we have a plastic clip right in the middle. We'll use a clip tool, pop that out. We're going to go to the corner of the bumper and we're going to pop this out. Pop all of the clips. Go and do the same thing on the other side. Remove the bumper. Pull straight out. If you have fog lights, you're going to have 2 connectors that you'll have to remove. Remove the horn connectors. There's a push button on the side, push straight on it, pull straight down, and remove the connectors. Do this for both horns. Remove all 3 10mm bolts for the headlight. We have one more 10mm bolt on the side. Pull up on the top tab and pull the headlight assembly forward. You can either leave it off to the side like this, or you can remove all of the connectors. We're going to go through and remove all of the connectors. Push on the push buttons, pull straight back, and remove all of the connectors. Remove the headlight assembly. Remove the 2 10mm bolts for the bracket. Pull the bracket up and off of the support. Remove the hood latch connector. Push on the tab where my thumb is. Pull straight back. I have a few zip ties that are holding this harness to this front brace. We're going to go through and cut these with a pair of cutters. Just free the harness from that front brace. Pull the harness over to the side. Remove the hose out of the plastic clips. Just push it straight out. We have one more over here on this driver's side. I'm going to pull that out. Using a 10mm socket, we're going to remove the 4 bolts for our top brace. There's 2 on the top, 1 on this side, 1 on the other, and then we have 2 on the front. 1 on this side and 1 on the other. Repeat the same process, remove the 2 bolts on the other side. Lift straight up on the brace and pull it over to the side. Using a 10mm socket, we're going to remove the 2 top bolts for our trim piece. Do this on both sides. Push in on the tab. Pull straight up and remove the plastic trim piece. Do this on both sides. Using a 10mm socket, we're going to remove the bolts for the AC lines to the condenser. There's 1 on top and 1 on bottom. Once you have the bolts removed, go ahead and free the lines from the condenser. Pull straight out. If you hear that big suck, that is from the shop, from them evacuating your system. Do the same thing on the top. Pull straight up and remove the condenser from the vehicle. Using a small pry tool, we're going to remove the rubber grommets off of all 4 posts on the condenser. We're going to swap these over to our new. Repeat this process for all 4 posts. Install the rubbers onto the new AC condenser. Do this on all 4 posts. There's 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. Install the condenser into the vehicle. Slide it down. Make sure it sits in both of those holes in the bottom. We're going to remove the O-ring from the AC line using a small pick. When you do this, try not to mar up the surface at all. Repeat the same process on the bottom. And we're going to take our O-ring and install it onto the line. If you have a bit of AC oil, put it around the O-ring right now. Pull the rubber grommet out of the AC condenser and install the line. Make sure you install it nice and square. Get the condenser bolts started by hand. Snug the bolts down. Do the same thing on the bottom. Torque the condenser line bolts to 48 inch-pounds. Do this on top and bottom. Install the top plastic trim piece onto the fan assembly. Install the 10mm bolt here. Ours is broken. Do the same thing on the other side. Get the 10mm bolt started and snug down. We're going to install our top support. When we do this, we want to make sure that these rubber grommets make it into these holes. These are on either side. Get the top support installed. Install the bolts for the support. Install the 10mm bolt in front. Do the same thing on the other side. Install the front and the top. Pull the connector over for the hood latch and get it installed. I'm going to use some zip ties and tie it up to where it was last time, right here and right here, just to keep it out of the way. Install the coolant line into the plastic stay. Install the bracket onto the support. Install the 2 10mm bolts. Snug them down. Install the hose into the plastic stay, and we have one more Install all of the connectors to the headlight. Install this cable stay onto the back. Slide it right on. Give all of your plugs a pull. Make sure they're all locked on. Install the headlight into place. Push down the tab on top. It'll hold it for you mostly. Install the 3 10mm bolts for the headlight. One more on the side. Do the same thing on the other side. Install the connectors for the horn. Push until you hear a click. Give them a pull, make sure they're locked on. Install the bumper. Line it up. Go straight on. Install the plastic clip in the top middle of the bumper. If you have the 2 10mm bolts, go ahead and install those and snug them down now. Install the plastic trim piece. Push it all the way back and then tuck it under this front lip. Install all of the clips. Get all of your plastic clips installed. Install the bolt right next to the headlight. Snug it down. Do the same thing on the other side. Pull the front bumper up into those clips. Get them all set into place. Tuck the inner fender liner into the bumper. You're going to tuck it into this clip. Install the screw. Snug it down. Install the top screw. Install the front fender liner into the clip. Tuck it into the bumper. Install the screws. Do the same thing on the other side. Now that we've installed our new compressor and condenser, we're going to set up our AC machine and recharge our system. In your case, you're going to take it down to the shop and have them recharge the system for you.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.